Have you ever woke up and wondered what was wrong with you? You knew you wanted to be elsewhere, that there was more to life than the life you were living, more than the bills you were paying, the job you were keeping. Look to the horizon, to the sunsets. Your answer is there. Put your feet on the ground and take a deep breath and step into the nomadic lifestyle. You will not regret it. Hi. Yeah, but middle of the night, same toothache, but the fact is, I gotta get these done because I have to move for the next week. So the next video that I post will be in my new house. Okay, but I gotta get this video out. This video is about narcissism. And so if you're not here about narcissism and or you're not curious, I have a ton of videos listed below, from cooking to Hep C to fostering to nomadic life to camp working and a lot of my personal world. Go watch some and enjoy. For those who are here for narcissism or you're curious, we're going to talk about it today. Let's get into it. I had a friend of mine I was talking to a couple weeks ago about narcissism, and she said to me, because we were talking about female narcissists, and my mother was a narcissist, but as a female, I don't know how female narcissists operate. And she said to me, Tammy, the perfect example of a narcissist female would be Jodi Arias. Now, she murdered her boyfriend here in Arizona, Travis Alexander, and he was a narcissist. But before I get into my opinion about these two people who were both narcissists, first I have to have a disclaimer here. First of all, I think Jodi Arias is a snake. I think she got off easy. I think she should be sitting on death row. And don't send me no hate letters, but to me, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. She had no mercy when she murdered this man, no matter what he put her through. I've been through hell. There's tons of survivors from narcissism, and we didn't slit their throat, stab them 18 times, and shoot them in the head. Just saying. I think she's a piece of shit, and I think that she got off really easy with life without parole. As far as Travis Alexander, he didn't deserve death. Yes, and if he was a narcissist, guys, narcissists, I told you guys, are slime. To me, they're slime. They use humans to however their advantage, and they don't care. They move on without a thought or without passion. Well, Mr. Alexander tried to move on, and yeah, he tried to move on from a female narcissist, and she killed him. But I have spent, after my girlfriend told me this, I spent probably 30 hours listening to tapes and witnesses, both sides, front and back. And as I was watching it, not knowing a female narcissist, I learned a lot about female narcissists. I learned that female narcissists will use sex. They will use manipulation. They will try to control. It's all about them. They don't get their way. They stalk. They intimidate. Anything that a female narcissist is, Jodi Arias is the epitome of all of that. In viewing 30 hours, and guys, easy 30 hours, I sit there and listen to testimony about both of them. Now, as far as male narcissist goes, Yeah, Travis Alexander was absolutely, yeah, the poster child for narcissistic males. He had a harem. He had his flying monkeys. He had Jodi Arias, one of his harem, for sex, but he didn't want to be seen in public with her. He didn't want his friends knowing. He talked down about her. He had other people talk bad about her. He was only nice to her when he wanted something from her. And when he didn't want her around, just like every other narcissist, he would pick a fight. And he would pick that fight by demeaning her character and belittling her. Whether he was belittling her sexually, the one reason he was actually bringing her around, but when he was done having his follies, he would demean her that way too. Um, then he pretty much told her she wasn't worth marrying, that he wanted a good girl and would date the good girls while she was giving him sex. Um, it's a tragic story. I would encourage anybody um, to go view some of the tapes. If you really want a true reference of the total devastation that narcissism brings into the life of not only the males but the females, because he met his match. This guy was a total narcissist, and may he rest in peace. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just using him as an example in his behaviors. But he was a total narcissist, and he picked the way wrong girl, because she was a narcissist just like him. Unbeknownst to him, she played an empath really well. She's very soft-spoken, very manipulating, willing to please, willing to forgive, and even going along with, oh, we're just friends, but we sleep together on a daily basis. And then gets mad because he's dating other girls. So I think what I walked away from viewing 30 hours about this narcissist couple was a better understanding of female narcissists. And, I guess I've seen a few of them working. With that being said, it's tragic that people can use, hurt, and destroy others without a passing thought. Travis Alexander did it to her emotionally, physically, sexually, and she turned around and did it to him by taking his life. It's sad. Back in the day, before we were in this microwave world that we live in, marriage was for life. Sex wasn't what made the relationship. Friendship was. Things in common, enjoying movies together, dinners, cooking, outings. And today, society, it's all about the sex. And I think that once you commit to being sexual with somebody, you give them a part of you cannot take back. Whether you're with a female narcissist or a male narcissist. Remember in one of my videos, I said, whatever you do, don't have sex with them. It's like sex seals the deal. It makes us comfortable and to a point to where we can continue to be used and abused and walked on. It makes the feelings of love more grand. It makes you feel like you're in love. And you are. You're in love with something that doesn't exist. Jodi Arias fell in love with a man that didn't exist. And he fell in love, or he lusted after a woman who didn't exist. Now, he started off very early in that relationship, bringing her into a narcissist harem. He already had a harem. And remember, I told you guys, when one is on her way out and he is getting rid of her, discarding her, he's already has a new supply wooing her and love bombing her. But he's also got flying monkeys on this other one. He hoovered her back in. We've talked about hoovering. He love bombed her. He took her. He took her on trips. He took her. The first night he met her, he took her to a black tie dinner out of the blue. The love bombing phase is vicious. It's where they sweep you off your feet. This is your Casanova, or this is your princess. This is your soul mate. You know, anybody ever uses that word with you, run. Run the other direction. Because the fact is, we make our own soulmates. Just saying. Anyway, I really needed to share some of my opinions and inputs about this narcissist couple. Two families were totally destroyed over these two people. Neither one of them had a very good childhood. She, trying to save her own ass, accused him of being a pedophile, accused him of being into schoolgirls and all kinds of things. And all she had to do was say simply he was a narcissist. And he was. Not demeaning him and not saying he deserved what he got, because I don't think anybody deserves to be slaughtered the way that man was. Like I said, there are plenty of us survivors out there who may have fantasized, but never would have hurt somebody in the way that she did. And that's why I have to contribute to borderline personality, or the fact she was a female narcissist. It just goes to show us that no matter how intimate we are with somebody, we truly don't know them in the end. This couple dated for 4 years. They were in and out of each other's lives for 4 years. She had done it to every other man she was with. The same MO. He did it with every other woman he was with. It's the same MO. I told you guys, they all read the same instruction manual. Every one of them. And when I was watching and the things about Travis, the things that he did, came right out of the narcissistic manual. Yeah, job description. So this was heavy on my heart, and I thought, how can I explain to the viewers who don't know what narcissism is, what narcissism looks like, how devastating it is. So if you really want to know, and you've never been in a narcissist relationship, or you suspect that you have, go watch a few days or a few hours of those videos. Yeah, it'll be shocking. So anyway, my next narcissist video is going to be on love bombing. And then we're going to go into the discard. But I need to talk about other aspects, because there are certain things that narcissists do, and they all do it. Like, if they don't want to tell you the truth, they pick a fight and blame you for it. They'll pick on your God. They'll pick on your kids. They'll pick on you. They'll pick on you about the reason they're there for you. And those are all things I want to get into. Anyway, so that was heavy on my heart. I gotta say, I couldn't put it down once I started watching. I was like, yep, that's a narcissist trait. Yep, my narc did that. Yep, my narc did that. I mean, it's so sad, but it's a fact of life. And again, like I've said before, narcissism is running rampant. It just is. I don't know why. I don't know what's caused it, but we really, truly, in this day and age, need to take relationships slow, get to know each other very well, and whatever you do, guys, stay out of that bed. You stay out of that bed until you know for sure who they are. Because, again, once sex comes into the picture, all minds are clouded. Just saying. Remember to love yourself. Go do something good for you today. Yeah, pedicure, haircut, shopping. But just remember to love yourself. Self-love makes us less capable of being that victim. As one of my subscribers asked, how do we stop ourselves from being a victim? Knowledge. Knowledge, my friend. Have a great day. Peace.